Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer.
All right, Carlos, bring us in.
Statue kids.
God bless you, what?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer.
Did that work?
Woo! It wasn't the best.
Damn it. Ding.
We are going to get started with our first episode in 2 weeks here in just a minute. We got a couple shout outs we would like to throw out, starting with the man, the myth, the legend, the man with blue hair, Mike Spillane.
Yeah, I do got blue hair. It's the first time I ever did it myself, too, so I was pretty proud of it. Shout outs to Spirit Airlines for not killing me over the weekend. And to Westmont Animal Clinic for taking care of my dog Shay, who broke her leg, unfortunately, last week. But she's doing good. She's got a cast. You guys could sign it. It'd be pretty cool. She'd probably really appreciate that, actually. But yeah, follow us on social medias, the YouTubes, the Twitches, TikTok, Instagram, Twitters, at The Junk Drawer Show. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. That was the episode. Bye, everyone.
So long.
Bye.
See you next time. Up next, we have the man with the light bar behind his brain, Dice Daddy.
I have like several ideas. Goes around. Anyway, hey, what's
They
up?
keep
It's
getting
nice.
better.
They just get something like that. I would like to shout out. Let's see if it fucking cooperates this time. Roll20 for being a great social platform that allows us to all play despite being miles and miles away and doesn't fuck up.
Probably.
Also, shout out to my mom. Karens wish they were my mom, and I don't blame them. After telling my mother I wanted a PS5 for Christmas on a Saturday, Wednesday morning, I got a text message saying I secured it. Don't know how. I think she bullied someone at Target, maybe just John Target.
Of the targets?
Of the Targets. Now he has a limp.
Like Shay.
Like Shay. Oh my God, full circle.
Full circle.
And then I also wanted to do just a really quick shout out to you guys because I missed it a few episodes ago, but I wanted to congratulate us on passing Campaign 1's episode count.
Oh, bitch.
We've been farther than we're like Samwise Gamgee. We're like, this is the farthest I've ever stepped outside of the Shire. With episode 73, we are officially like 7 or 8 episodes ahead of where we were, including the 3 episodes for the prequel and then the epilogue.
And those
So-
episodes
yeah.
were like an hour and a half long.
So big pat on the back, you guys. You've come a long way. And as I told Mike this week, I could help you with things, but we've been
You
playing
won't.
this for 3 years now. We don't have to help anymore. Fly, Pat. Fly.
Help, Daddy. Up next, we have the man in the turtleneck sweater that's actually just a cardigan, Josh Delgado.
I was so confused who you were talking about. So shout out to Garage Doors for breaking. Love it, especially when snow's coming. All right, cool. Ready to freeze my butt off. And also shout out to Whiskey and shout out to computers and to iPads and to vials. Dice are cool. Shout out to pencils, man. They changed my life. And yeah, just shout out to shout outs, dude. I just like the way that shout outs
dude.
like make people feel good. I'm super about how shout outs are like a thing now. So last shout out is fuck you, Donovan.
It's a fucking fire shout out, bro.
Oh my God, thanks, dude.
Josh is already drunk.
I'm not.
Where are my
What?
keys? This
Yeah.
song's about me.
I can drive. It's fine.
I could totally
know
give me
me.
my keys.
I'm scared.
It's push to start. It doesn't
What
matter.
was-
Just stand near my car. Oh, back
What
to you,
was that,
Pat.
you guys.
Last but certainly not least, our art master supreme. He's like Doctor Strange, but with pencils. Carlos.
Who? Hi, that's me. I'm gonna give a shout out to Random Encounter Productions. That's the other campaign that I play along with. Hopefully, I'll be able to join them soon this coming week. They've been doing a lot of streams for the holidays. You can check them out at REPRPG on Twitch, Instagram, any social media platform. Also, I'm gonna give a shout out to Josh, who graciously got us some amazing Christmas presents, and I'm absolutely in love with mine. So thank you, Josh. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you, Josh.
Fuck you, Josh. I'm just trying to keep balance. Buddy. That's all.
I'm indifferent.
I would like to start off by shouting out my pregnant wife, as I always do. Thank you for letting me play Imagination with these schmoes. Second, I would like to shout out Carlos for creating this awesome backdrop, our Happy Holiday backdrop that we're looking at currently on Roll20. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm sure you'll be able to here momentarily. But it's fucking awesome, and I love it, and it's festive AF. Happy Hanukkah to those of you that celebrated that. I know that was last week, but we weren't here, so still wanna to represent. I have friends of the Judaism religion, so happy Hanukkah. And
My girlfriend.
I was thinking more like Craig. I didn't know Mal celebrated Hanukkah, but
I'll
also
ask
to
her.
her. He's the main one that I think of when I think of the Judaism.
Well,
But-
yeah, considering how many Jew-related nicknames he has had over the years.
That's true. And the amount of chest hair that comes out of just about every shirt he wears. So
Wait, is that
You
all
know,
you need to be
it's-
Jewish?
I think so.
Oh, then I'm Jewish.
Am I Jewish?
I think you're Jewish.
No, I like pork too much.
Ah, true.
That's fair.
It's hard to be Jewish.
It's hard to be Jewish in Russia.
Oi.
And I would also very much like to shout out myself. Thanks for getting your ass back in the gym, you lazy piece of shit. And yeah, that's really it. That's all I got. So, with all of that being said, last time I did say that we were going to start recapping things a little differently, and I watched the entire episode today. So I will be your recap master before we let Dice Daddy take it away. And what happened in our last episode was it was a lot of time in the tavern. Loki went downstairs, drawing attention to the group with rose petals and flair and all these things. We rolled D100s to get different drinks and concoctions, one of which Alder kept with him in a to-go cup, which I just kind of picture as like a corked bottle. And Thokk ended up buying him a whole cask, a whole barrel of said drink, which we now have to get through a tree onto a ship somehow.
Carry it.
Haven't really thought that one through. While
really
all of
do.
that was going on, Loki went upstairs with a migraine, was very sick, very ill, which him and Thokk conspired in the morning to try and make everyone believe that we had to leave later. Little did they know that Thor and Alder had had a conversation previously that Hugin was back in the picture, and he was giving Thor information about Talos. It was more messages. He can't really speak like Munin can, but Thor is now aware that Talos is alive and around. Thor confided in Alder and said, "We need to leave at 10 a.m. tomorrow." As Thokk and Loki conspired later in the episode, Thor looked at Thokk basically end all be all and was like, "Please, just trust me. Know that I have information that you don't have, and time is of the essence." They shook hands and agreed that they would meet at the tree at the Elias family home at 10 a.m. It was 8:45 when the shake happened, and the episode left off with Thor heading downstairs for breakfast. Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready.
And so, like, it's going to start like an episode of 24. Like, the clock is just already down, and it's like, doot, doot, doot. So, we have T
Kids on
minus.
Kiefer Sutherland.
There's a really drunk guy in the bar, and it's Kiefer Sutherland. But it's like
I was a
young
vampire.
That was something, Michael. Watch Lost Boys. Anyway, so Thor, you were heading down for breakfast, if I remember correctly. Alder, you were also up and about, and
He was downstairs with Ivan, who had fought multiple food carts.
Yes. So,
Yep.
as you
4.
make your way down, yes, he crushed 4 fruit carts. So as you come down the very long staircase of the sleeping giant, you see Alder and Ivan, and Ivan is just kind of sitting there. His head is in his hands, and he's just like pawing at whatever is in the middle of the table and slowly just dragging it in because he is severely hungover at the moment.
You should shake that off. You're gonna get sick when we head through the. Never mind. I have an errand I need to run really quick. I'll meet you at your parents' house. I would assume I'm gonna be able to see the tree because it's like the only one in the area from the air. I would like fly and see it.
I mean, well, you came through it, right? So.
Right. I need to go to Ashford's though, and I don't know if I'm directionally. I'll figure it out. People know about you and your family, so
Just you need me.
yeah. Ashford's stuff. And I'll look behind me, or I would have told him before I left the room, Hugin to meet me outside in the air.
Okay. As you're leaving and you have your exchange with Alder, Ivan just goes, "Use the L's. That way you know which way is left, right. You're a smart guy. You got it."
I don't have another arm, so that doesn't. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, so you only know left. That is good.
It's right, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Let's go. I'll just take off.
Okay. So, as you're going out, Alder, Ivan kind of like leans forward and he goes, "You know, I also have to make quick errand if you do not mind taking along old adventuring trunk. It is currently in shitty apartment. Yes, and because I am traveling with you and you are all adventurer, I feel like back into old saddle, you know?"
Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to make sure you have your gear with you. But just finish eating up real quick and we'll be good to go.
And you see him and he kind of cricks up and you see that his eye kind of twitches and he looks less bleary-eyed as slowly his severe hangover is turning into a dull headache to just kind of like a sharp pain in the front of his lobe. Okay, yes. Now I am starving. So he's gonna just ravage whatever's on the table. So with the clock ticking, we now have a vomit-covered Loki and a covering Thokk, knowing that you have about an hour and 15 minutes to pull off the greatest heist of the century.
So
Ocean 7, starring Sandra Bullock.
Oceans 2. Us.
we go like now to make it there and back. Yeah?
Oh, yes, we should go. Loki is actually feeling a bit queasy. He is such a good actor that it becomes his reality. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's only a 2, because he is of such great self-control. But it still happened, and I want everyone to know how fantastic I am.
I think I'm about to throw up, but it's fine.
Acting!
Contagious. Okay, so the two of you kind of like peer out into the hallway, make sure the coast is clear, that Alder or Thor isn't kind of like peeking around, because Loki, you did a very big, gross performance, and Thokk, I mean, being an accomplice, you want to make sure that you get away fairly decently. So you're walking to eventually the spiral staircase. You see in the corner just Ivan just piling food, and Alder just looking at it like he's a zoo animal, and he's got front row seats to like feeding time. And then you have a straight shot for the door forward.
I follow you.
Oh, us. I thought you said older. Yeah.
No, Alder's watching
No, we see
Ivan
that
eat.
all day.
Do I see them out of my peripherals or anything like that as they're trying to go by?
I will say roll a perception at disadvantage, because you are just, it's chow time, baby.
27.
That's a disadvantage. So
I rolled a 17 and an 18.
okay. So as you're kind of like looking, you kind of turn to look away, and it's at that point you see Loki and Thokk like almost Scooby-Doo creeping
That guy's
to the door.
blindness.
As soon as they get behind me, closer to the door, I'm just gonna shout, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Blech.
And Loki does not look very sick. Maybe like a 2 on the queasy scale.
But I hunch over to be more sick-like. Oh, no, I'm so sick. Oh, sorry. I talk like Russell Brand now.
Say Colin. So while that is starting to transpire, Thor, you come out and you see circling a very wide shadow as you see Hugin just kind of making circles, and at the minute he sees you, gracefully kind of just glides down, and this raven that's the size of like a dog just sits, and he opens his mouth and he goes, yeah, Hugin, if you could just like circle the building a little bit and then I'll come out. Just got to run like an errand, and I got to make sure Loki's there's a lot of scrounging around over there. And then he just slowly closes his mouth.
Yeah, no, that was me. I remember. We need to go to Ashford's. So come with me, and we got to try and stay out of sight. You're the size of a German Shepherd, so it's going to alarm some people.
You are currently in front of the inn, and it's like early morning, but you see a few people, and you just kind of see one guy, like he's eating like a sandwich, and it just goes, you just see it plop.
He's friendly. It's fine, and we need to go. And I'll just throw the hammer and take off.
And then as you go, you can hear him go, he's friendly, it's fine. And he eventually takes off, and he's behind you. And it kind of brings you back to when you were a teenager, where you and Talos would kind of race, and Hugin and Mugen used to encircle the two of you and kind of like almost like fighter pilots go under, and it's like a very nice old glove, nice pair of pants. Do you know where Ashford's is? Have you been there yet?
I was, because we were out in front of it, where we dropped Dremel off, and as soon as we got there, I was like, okay, bye.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check to make sure you can go to this. You're going to the right roads and whatnot. It's not nature, because there's no nature here.
14.
Okay. It takes you a hot minute, but you eventually do find the large body of water and the little surf hut that Ashford's front is, and you just see Gilead the Triton just kind of like sitting there.
Hi, is Ashford here?
Yes. I mean, we are here at Ashford's. We have like flip-flops, sun hats.
No, I meant like the really smart hobgoblin guy. Is he here with Dremel? Big blue guy?
And he kind of looks at you and he goes, "You're missing an arm, aren't you?"
Yep.
And she goes, "Well, I've never been in the presence of a god. I don't know if I curtsy or bow, but please, Lord Thor."
You just, it's just Thor. It's, yeah, it's fine. Well, I'm just a normal, I'm like you, kind of.
And he kind of opens his hands and you see that they're all webbed in between. He goes, "Yeah, kind of. You do realize you are being followed by a giant bird behind you."
Oh yeah, that's Hugin. He's with me.
"He's with me."
No, you're with me.
"No, you're with me."
He's with me.
And he goes, "Great. So if both of you, please follow me. You have to be slightly covert." As he brings you to the back, and eventually you go down to the lab where you see Dremel and Ashford are on different sides of this giant framework of what you would assume to be some kind of capsule. You haven't really seen a rocket before.
It's a lovely metal house you're making there. Dremel, good to see you again.
Thor, good to see you as well. This is the rocket that you guys were asking for. Still working on that. I'm just trying to work on the propulsion here, but hell, I haven't had this fucking much brain stimulation since, well, ever.
Yeah, so sorry about the lack of it from a brotherly perspective. It wasn't my fault, but I know the guy whose fault it was, and he sucks sometimes. He's not all the time, I promise.
Right, I'll keep that in mind. So, you're here to visit, or you just are here to see the rocket?
Here on some pressing news, actually. Ashford, we don't have the pleasure. I'm Thor.
And you see, grabbed on by his feet, upside down, is this red hobgoblin. He has like a welder's mask essentially on, and he's fusing some metal together as he kind of turns it off and pulls up his visor, and he goes, "Oh, cool, Ashford." And he puts out his hand while he's still hanging upside down.
And I'll put Mjolnir on my wrist and reach out. Do you think I could borrow you and Dremel just for a moment? I have something I'd like you guys to look at and kind of weigh in.
Yeah, sure. And you see him, and he just kind of does a somersault down, takes off the visor, and he goes, "What can us simple folk do for you?"
I mean, hopefully more than I've done for myself. And I'll pull out the parchment that Munin was pecking and scratching on the night before. So in here somewhere is the information I'm looking for about where my brother is. Another god, currently being tortured by someone I don't know. This is Hugin, and he delivered this message to me last night. I asked him where he was, and he started doing this. I can't make heads or tails of it, so I'm hoping the two smartest guys that I've ever met in my life can give me some direction.
Okay, let's see what we got here. And he's looking, and let's see, Ashford first, and Gilead's in the back as well.
Oh, all eyes. No secrets here.
Except for secrets from us.
Ashford kind of looks.
You know, you're not in the dark.
Dremel looks. He's like, maybe it's some kind of binary code, and Ashford goes, "No, I feel like it's too separated. It looks like there's no pattern to it." And Gilead kind of looks over, and he goes, "If I may, sir, I think those are stars, and it looks like he was drawing constellations." As you kind of look, and then Ashford kind of looks, and Dremel looks, and Gilead kind of tilts the paper and rotates it slightly. And he goes, "If you look here, see there is Ion's crown over here." And he starts pointing out different constellations that he's able to connect. And he goes, you see Ashford, and he goes, "Son of a bitch, when did you ever see this guy?" And Gilead goes, "You do know I've been above water before. Yes, I'm over 1,000 years old." And Ashford goes, "Wow, you look great." So, looks like your buddy here was making some stars.
Great. Where, and I'll look at Hugin, where in the stars was Talos?
And Gilead kind of like hunches down while he's watching Hugin look at it. He starts making like a mark and a point line before tapping, and then kind of stops. And there's no main stars here. And you can see Gilead, and he goes, if once again, and you see him, and he puts up the paper like parallel and is holding it, and Hugin's beak goes through the spot that he poked in, and he goes, "I don't think that we've ever made 3D paper before, but I assume it's on the other side of the constellation. It's a little bit further than, I'm guessing, what you could see at the time, sir." "What you could see at the time, sir?" if you don't mind, you can give me some time, and I can see if you can make some more constellations for me. Maybe I can make you a map.
Are you comfortable staying here?
I can make you a map. Looks over at Gilead and he goes, "What do you say, old chap? You and me, making, looking at the stars?" And Hugan kind of looks at and opens his mouth, and he goes, and you hear your father's voice. "Keep him safe. Watch over him." Closes his mouth.
Okay. That map better be done when I get back.
And he opens his mouth and he goes, "Better be done when I get back.
You're in charge.
You're in charge."
And I'll like scratch the side of his face and smile.
Puts his face in your hand.
Thank you, gentlemen, for all of your assistance. Gilead, you especially. Ashford, Dremel, sorry to take you from your work. Thank you again for helping us with this. It's going to be very helpful in the times to come.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think maybe after this, I'm going to do like this worldwide shipping kind of thing. Like you can order something and then I'll put it out. After the
Sure.
rocket and we get to the moon, you know?
Yeah,
Just thinking
no.
out loud.
Oh, you're also coming to the moon.
What?
Are you coming with us to the moon? Are you going on your own to the moon?
Shit. Okay, I need to figure out how to pilot this thing, Dremel. If you can give me a crash course while I'm welding, please. And you see him and he lifts himself back up as you see there's a flop sweat as he starts again.
I'm going to let myself out. Gentlemen, thank you so much for all of your time. And I'm going to head directly to the Eliaris estate, knowing full well that I'll probably beat Alder there. But just want to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry.
So, as you make it there, we'll hard cut to Alder. You are in this very small, cramped, creaky apartment. There aren't walls, more or less curtains that separate the walls. And Ivan is behind one of the curtains, and you hear him grunting, and he's like, "Okay, think then. Sorry, just a few more moments, just making a few more moments." Yeah, motherfucker.
You need a hand.
No hand is necessary. I think if I don't breathe real quick. Okay. You're my boy. And he kind of comes out, and you see him, and he's like packed like a sausage in what you would assume would be, when he was younger, his armor. It's this kind of studded leather that it looks like it expands slightly. Like it has a certain kind of chainmail that can pull apart and pull back in. Full metal. He has a massive, just kind of pauldron shield attached to his right arm. And you could just see his gut is just out. And it's like, if leather could whine, it would be whining right now. And he goes, "Still fits."
Like a glove, as I say.
Yes, like very tight glove. And he goes, "Well, I think it was about time I leave this piece of shit." And he goes, "Lots of good memories here. And by good, I mean I got drunk a lot here."
Well, now I'll have to go get you drunk other places.
"Well, no, I would hate that." And he puts his arm around you as you guys leave this dingy apartment. And he puts down like 5 gold pieces, and he goes, "Rest of rent, and that is my notice that I am not going to be renewing. They can keep furniture." You saw that there was like a mattress and like mattresses, not a good one,
Oh.
No.
and a coffee table that was very small that you would assume he just sat under to eat. like IKEA furniture, very tiny. I'm dainty. I'm a petite boy, when in reality I'm a big fat man. So you two start heading over to the Iliaris compound as well, unless there's anything else you would like to do, Alder.
No, I'll just start making our way. Obviously, need his assistance carrying the keg.
It's the dragon's milk barrel.
Yeah.
BT dubs.
You look at him, and he looks at you, and he goes, "You dragging this hole by yourself?" Okay. And you see him, and he kind of shot puts it, and then he just carries it like this. And he goes, back in the... And he just starts talking about his country. And
What were the effects of that again? Because that's not a thing that I can add to my inventory, so I wrote it down. But I just wrote awesome drink, cool effects.
hold on.
It makes
No
you have
worries,
sunglasses
we can get to it
on
later.
and a leather
It
jacket.
It had healing properties.
You were immune to damage for like an hour.
It was, yep. It was you're immune to damage for about an hour. But
And-
it does have those constitution, you could get shit-faced off of it.
Right.
Gotcha.
And it's 124 pints. So we would assume that 1 pint equals 1 hour. Yeah, so we'd have 120. Well, you have 124 pints of.
I have 125 because of my to-go cup.
That is correct.
Is it a
Just
sippy
sipping.
cup?
Your thermos.
Of course, it's a sippy cup. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, just remind me later what the constitution effects are, so that way I can write that down in my inventory for all of us, so that way I have it.
Okay. So, as we get the two normal people out of the way, let's go to the two thieves that are gonna steal something at 9 a.m.
I
So,
never see it coming.
Yeah. Duh.
so you can see in the distance, Thokk and Loki, the baby Gorgon, where you saw originally the cubic gate. You see that people are starting to sweep out their stores. There are people starting to window shop. The town is slowly becoming more and more alive as the day continues. I'll say it's about 15 minutes that you got there. So now that you know, and I would assume, Loki, you would scout out the place at some point and just mentally map where it is, as you are a few buildings away from the baby Gorgon and your prize.
I need to go to the restroom real quick, and I'm gonna find a back alley or
Okay.
somewhere hidden, and I'll go back there and do the whole walk in one end as Thokk, use the Hat of Disguise to disguise myself as a... What's the average height for the elves that we've been seeing around here? 5'10", 5'11"?
They're around 6 feet, 6 to 1. Yeah,
All right.
they're all different kinds of feet. Yes.
No, never
what was
mind. I answered my own question in my head.
that? Okay, great.
And I'm gonna use the Hat of Disguise to appear as a middle class, very average, not too poor, not too wealthy elf. About same complexion as the average that I see around. I don't want to stand out too much, but I don't want to be just lower
Yeah,
class. If that
You
makes
want to
sense.
blend in enough
Correct.
without being standing out. So Loki, you see Thokk kind of do a doo 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 doo. He does a 360 and comes back as this very plain, average-looking, average-heighted elf.
I like what you've done with this. Wow. I like what you've done with yourself.
I
I can't talk tonight. It
He's
has been a
drunk.
long day. I'm always drunk. I'm still drunk from the night before.
Thanks. I needed to do something about it.
Ooh, I like these pauldrons you have.
These what?
Pauldrons, shoulder things.
Oh, is that what they're called?
I thought
just
so.
saw it on some guy last night, so I was like, okay, thought that'd be a good idea.
Well, you look dashing. So, should we go over the plan once again, or do you think you have it?
I think I have it. Yeah, What can go wrong?
Yeah, okay. I think you've got it. You're messing with me. All right. So while you were changing, I scoped out the place. DM, I would like to have scoped out the place.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check as you kind of investigation and performance, because we don't want it to look like you're scoping out the joint.
Yeah. So what I'm looking for is I want to see, like, how tall is the building? What's around it? Are there
Okay.
tracking things, like cameras or magical equivalent of cameras?
Okay.
So what were the two things I have to roll?
Investigation
Okay. And performance.
and performance.
Get back in.
That's what she said.
Hey. So investigation is a natural 20,
Okay.
Oof.
and performance is a modded 20.
Very nice. So you're kind of like looking around. You see that there are runes on the door frame. It is about a one-story building. It's not very large. It's very kind of cozy. It's kind of smushed between two different buildings. So there are alleyways, but they are quite narrow. You do scope out. There are two entryways. Essentially, there's like a front door and then like a back door for when they need to load in things, ship in things. So there's like a loading area that's a little bit larger than the alleyways.
Okay. And the one story, is it just
Yep.
a like flat rooftop, or is it flat rooftop with like a facade up above?
I will say it kind of is slight point at the top, and in the front is a statue of like a baby Gorgon.
Okay. And the buildings that are either side of it, do they have windows, or is it just flush?
They're not completely flush. I will say maybe the one on the right has a window. It is a two-story building that is a type of apothecary botanist. And then I'll say to the left is, I'll say another like one-story, maybe perhaps food vendor or bakery of sorts.
Okay, so this whole area is all shops. How far are they all like one story, two story, one story, two story?
It's not like patterned out like that. It's essentially, it was scattered around. You can see that there are older buildings, and the older buildings are made out of stone and bricks. Meanwhile, newer buildings you can tell are made out of Iliaris metal.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. And this particular establishment it looks like it's made out of some kind of brick that's been made out of like mud and straw, possibly. Something that is very old but very strong.
Okay, then I would just like to look around and get an idea of what rooftops are concealable within a 500-foot range.
Okay. So the botanist apothecary, the roof is essentially a giant greenhouse. So clear windows all around. To the left with the bakery, I mean, it's a simple kind of shop. It's got like the brick overlay, like these slates, and is, I would say, flat.
Okay. So seeing the runes on the door frame, I turn to Thokk and say, "Hey, look at those," and I point to the runes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think that might be a problem.
Let me find out. I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. And buddy, you get some magic. However, the magic seems to not come from a school that you know of.
Huh. That's interesting. I do not know what kind of magic this is, but it seems to be everywhere, or just focus on a specific point.
You get a lot of the magic also inside the baby Gorgon.
Like through the windows or slash
Mhm.
door.
Essentially, whatever's in that building is generating. It stops the minute you get to the doorway. Like, if you were right in front of the doorway, it's just like it's another wall, essentially, of magic and non-magic.
So, Loki, have you ever like looked straight at the sun, and you know how like everything else goes dark, like around you except the sun?
Yeah, of course. I was 15 once.
Yeah, this kind of looks like that.
Oh,
It's it's pretty.
all right. And you know not the school of magic.
I do not. It looks like there's like multiple layers of it, and there seems to be like a wall of magic right when you walk in.
Oh, good. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception check,
Okay.
Me?
both of you.
I do not like this one.
Do not
I'm
like
gonna have to go
say
back
I
to
am.
the web client. You said perception?
Just perception.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Where's my 21.
21.
21.
So
Black
as
Jack.
you guys are like talking about the runes, you feel a presence, Loki, to your right, and eventually you slowly kind of creak your head over, and you see a young, like, kind of a human girl. She's about maybe like 23, 24. She has this very kind of like bright blonde hair that's kind of pulled back, wearing these very I would say like leathers, but they are adorned and painted with like flowers. And the striking thing you see about her is the irises are purple. And she kind of looks at you guys, and then she's looking back at the door, and she goes, "What are you guys whispering about?"
Just how beautiful the architecture is of this building.
It's a mud hut.
Yes, but it tells
I
about
know.
it tells of history. You can see the progression from Mud Hut to the next thing to the next thing. Where I come from, things are not quite as old, so it's nice to see that a place has such history.
And she kind of looks at you, and she goes, "They don't have mud where you're from?"
No, they only have mud where I'm from.
Does she have any magic on her? It stays up for 10 minutes.
Are you doing for 10 minutes? I would say you're getting a more of kind of what that magic is kind of bouncing off of her as well.
But it's not radiating from her.
I would say it's slightly radiating from her.
Got it.
And she's going, "Are you guys going to go into the Gorgon?" They got really cool stuff in there.
Do they?
I mean, I've been in there like a few times. I don't really like to go into that building. I mean, shopping's not really my scene. I feel like selling is more my scene. But I mean, the times I've gone in, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah, maybe you could show me around.
Okay.
You have to go, don't you, Alden?
Oh yes, of course I do. It was very nice.
Go
to
ahead
meet
and
you.
both of you roll deception checks.
God, what's for deception?
This is where it comes crashing down.
24.
17.
And she kind of like squints an eye, but she goes, "Okay, I'll see you later, Alden."
Yeah. Are you sure I can't? Okay, I'll go. And Alden walks away, like pretty far down.
Yeah.
Into it, it looks like he's actually walking away. I had something else. Keep going.
While you're thinking through, the girl kind of like looks at you, Thokk, and then goes, "Your friend's weird.
Yes, I tell him that all the time, but it doesn't.
You need to
really
tell him more
sink in.
often."
I'll remember to say that. I'm Thomas, by the way.
Oh, And she puts her hand out. I'm Madeline, but you can just call me Maddie.
Maddie, nice to meet you. You can call me Tom.
Tom.
So what kind of things do they have in there? Do you mind showing me around?
Oh, gee. Okay. If you want to follow me, let's go inside. And
follow.
as you follow the young girl into the shop, you see different vendor, another elf, and I would say they are androgynous in nature, but immediately as they see you, hi, welcome to the baby Gorgon, and go ahead and roll another perception check.
God. 22.
22. The elf looks very confused to see your new friend in there. And they just go, hi, welcome to the baby Gorgon. How can I help all of you? And Maddie goes, oh, we're shopping. We're just looking around, seeing what the different things are. Big adventurers, me and Tom.
Can I tell by body language, like, if she thinks, or she's thinking of doing something malicious?
You could go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you could tell her body language.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay. She doesn't look malicious in nature, although possibly mischievous.
Okay.
And she goes, so, big adventuring guys. What were you looking for, Tom?
Just kind of like looking around to see like what they have, you know. I like going from town to town and seeing what different cities have to sell, and like, what's this? And I go to the nearest shelf and point at them.
And she kind of like looks with you and she goes, I guess it really just depends on your skill set, Tom. What do you like to do as far as like adventuring that you would need the items for?
I like gambling.
Oh, that's an addiction.
Some people call it an addiction. Other people call it a hobby.
No, my dad calls it an addiction. Well, my mom calls it an addiction. My dad calls it a hobby.
That's only if you're not good at it.
Oh, my dad's not good at it then.
That's probably why.
That's fair enough. So gambling. Okay. Maybe we can find some kind of like trick dice for you so that way you win every time? Maybe they have something like that.
Well, yeah. Let's take a look for that.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of starting to walk around, Loki, what are we doing?
So when I would have gotten outside of like walking range, I would have found a similar to Thokk, something to go into and hide myself in. So look for an alleyway, or actually probably an alleyway. Need something with open doors where nothing needs to be open and closed.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say after a while, you're able to find something of that nature.
Okay, and then I will cast invisibility on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So for the next hour, if it would load. Yeah, everything's invisible.
Okay, everything on you is invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. And once you're invisible, what are we doing?
So I would leave the alleyway, come back, start walking toward the baby Gorgon again.
Mhm.
And as that's going, trying to see if I caught anything about... I don't think we got her name, did we?
You
Purple-eyed
didn't
lady?
get her name. Thor did. Thokk did.
The
Meg?
Of the
purple hair?
person who works there?
No, the purple-haired lady. Purple-eyed lady.
Yeah, she said her name was Madeline.
Madeline, yes.
People call her Maddie.
Maddie. I knew it was at the end. Let me write this down.
So I would
Just
just
write that down.
I would just want to rack my brain if there was anything that
Go
seemed off my
ahead.
head.
Do an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Oof. God. 10.
Looks like a very weird, eccentric girl.
Okay. And the runes that were on the door, they didn't mean anything to me either.
You roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Uh, 22.
Okay. With the 22 in your knowledge base, you recognize the runes. You don't know what they do, but you do know that they are Fey in origin.
Oh. So, I have an idea where this is going. Do I have an idea where this is going?
I don't know. Do you have an idea of where this is going?
I don't know. I might.
Would Loki know it?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Like I said, you don't know what the runes do. You just know they're Fey.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I will stay invisible and start walking toward the door. And as I'm walking that direction, I would touch my chest. Crap! I don't want everyone to hear. Is there a way with the necklace to target Thokk only?
Well, it does target Thokk only. You just have to talk out loud.
Oh, the necklace can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, very quietly. When no one's near me, or no, while I'm still in the alleyway, I'll say, "Hey, I still need a way to get inside. I'm on my way back now. Give me, how far did I walk? Maybe 2 minutes away?
Yeah.
So yeah, give me 3 minutes."
And while you're doing that, Madeline kind of looks at you and she goes,
Oh no, that was to the, interesting.
Also, he would say, "Oh, also the runes are fey. Do with that what you will."
Do you have to go to the bathroom? You keep making a face.
No. I'm good.
I'm sure they have like a bathroom. Excuse me, do you have like a toilet? My friend needs to poop.
I don't need to poop. I'm okay.
You're making a face like I gotta poop.
Nah, it's all good. Huh. What's this cup do?
You kind of grab one of the cups and she kind of looks at it and looks it over and she goes, "I think it's one of those cups where you can kind of wish what's in it and maybe it'll have something in it." So lemonade.
Meanwhile, in my head, I am counting, because Loki said, what, like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm going to count to guesstimate when, give or take, 3 minutes is.
Okay. Roll an
And
intelligence check.
Oh, Lord.
Can you count that high?
He's just counting in like threes.
I mean, this time I guess Thought can. 16.
16. So you're kind of doing the Mississippi. You're going. While you're counting, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying as well?
No, because like once I hit what I think is 3 minutes, I still have telekinesis from my drink the night before.
Right.
And I'm going to kind of like look towards the door real quick, have it slowly open up. Or actually, I'm just going to have it like
Fly open.
Oh, fly open, like the wind just caught it.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll a performance.
Whoa!
So many rolls today.
Oh wait, that's a D12, not a D20. No, horrible. 15.
Okay, you're able to kind of, you're able to push it with your mind, and you do move a little bit with your head, and Madeline kind of looks at it, and then the doors kind of fling open. Loki, you see the doors fling open, and you just start sprinting.
How is this going so well?
As you go through, and Madeline kind of looks at you, Tom, then looks back at the door suspiciously. She goes,
"The hell?"
Roll another performance check there, bud. Or deception.
Deception?
For a
Deception.
good
Well, you're
cause.
trying to be like,
For a
"Ah,
good
shoot, dude,
cause."
weird."
Not as great.
Okay.
5.
5. And
Ugh.
you're like,
Do you have a Riley?
whoa, doors just do that?
Wait. I think I do have a Riley roll.
I think you have a right.
I might
Riley,
use it.
roll. Riley, roll.
Where is it? I know I wrote it
Got a
down.
pigeon.
Oh, I don't remember where I wrote them down. Should have had a roll again today.
I feel like we had 10, 11, 12, and 14, and I had the lowest with 10.
Mine's
Oh.
I had 18 because mine is.
I got it. It was
uh,
18, 14, 13, 10. Mine was
So you're
13. So I would like to take 13.
Okay, so it's just a flat 13.
Yeah, because I had to put 0.
Okay. And she kind of cocks her head and just thinks about it for a second and then kind of nods forward. They need to get. She looks at the guy and goes, "You need to get your door fixed. I mean, I feel like that's just bad business. What if we got cold?
What if that door hit me?
What if it hit him? We should probably get something for free.
I agree.
So we're gonna pick anything and then we're gonna get it for free, okay?" And the store clerk kind of looks at you guys very uneasily. All right, let's see what just screams Tom. Just sit right there. Hold on, let me think. Let me get your aura. Wafting, we're wafting. While she's making a very large scene, Loki, what are you doing? And Thokk, what are you doing? Because it looked like you're about to say something.
I'm just like, while she's turned around and looking around, if the moment I feel like she's not looking at me, I'm gonna be like, hurry up, and like touch my neck real quick and just say hurry up under my breath.
Hold on. Okay. So I would have got inside and just found like a space a bit away from them. So if they're over here, it's kind of like over here, just hanging out.
Okay.
Looking around, trying to see if I see anything on the inside that could inform any more runes, anything that might be indicative of what the magic is, or just anything that could prevent me from doing my Good Samaritan thievery. Robin Hood, if you will, not the trading app.
First roll an investigation to see, one, where the cubic gate is. Because it doesn't seem to be where it was before, which was in like a nice display case at the front of the store.
Okay. Investigation, go! 22.
22. Okay. It takes you a little bit, but you do see that the cubic gate is on a kind of on a shelf behind the counter where there's a few other different, you would assume, rare items.
Okay. And what did the cubic gate do again?
Let me pull up the cubic gate.
I think I wrote it down.
Cubic gate, have it here. It's a 3-inch by 3-inch box, and it radiates palpable magical energy. 6 sides of the cube are each keyed to a different plane of existence, one of which is the material plane. The others sides are linked to planes determined by me. You can use an action to press one side of the cube to get a gate spell with it, opening a portal to that keyed side. Alternatively, you can use an action to press one side twice, and you can cast plane shift with the cube and transport the targets to the plane keyed on that side. Each cube has 3 charges, and each cube use of the cube expends 1 charge.
Okay. Okay, so I see that, and that has to do with the runes, you're saying?
I just said it's behind the glass. It's behind the counter.
Okay. So do I get anything that tells me about what the runes may be, or anything that could prevent me from being a Good Samaritan?
So you're looking specifically for if it's like triggered or trapped or something?
Yeah, so we looked on the outside, detect magic, to see if there was anything that could...
Oh, I still have the tech magic up.
Oh, that's right.
There's magic all in this fucking room.
Yeah.
Do I see Loki? Like, does that help see invisibility? I don't know how detect magic works with.
I'm gonna say for brevity, because it's invisibility, unless you have true sight, you can feel that he's there, you just don't know where.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to know if there's anything we should be aware of before we do a good deed.
Do an investigation arcana.
Both.
Yes.
Okay.
2 rolls.
Investigation Arcana. Okay. Investigation is a 14.
Okay.
Arcana is Arcana is a 14. Investigation is modded. No, god damn. It's a 20. 24.
Okay, modded 20. Dirty
No,
20?
natural 20 plus 4.
That's right. Okay. You do see a sheen on the cube. And when you see the sheen, you do see some more of those Fey runes, but you don't know what it does.
That's hot. Okay. It's very bright. I was going to turn the light off or unscrew it, but it was too hot. Okay. Well, after so here Thokk say hurry up, and I say like into the corner of the room. Get him to pull out the ring.
And I look at Maddie making a scene and everything, and I was like, Maddie, you know what would scream Tom? You know what I do love? And I'm gonna like point at my hands. I'm like, rings. I love rings. I'm a sucker for rings. You know what? That's what screams Tom. Do you have any rings?
And the person behind the counter looks at the two of you and goes, yes, we have a large assortment of rings. And
bring out your finest ones.
And Madeline goes, yes, we'll be getting the finest rings today.
Charmed.
Thank you. And goes, okay. And takes up like this little cart and starts thumbing through rings. Is there anything in particular that's going on with the rings? I'm very confused.
I'm looking in particularly for the Ring of Regen.
Ring of Regen. Okay. And what does the Ring of Regeneration do? Just makes you regenerate your body?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, if you lose a body part, it causes you to get a body part back. That's nice.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wouldn't know about that.
No, but hopefully you will.
Brother.
Spoilers.
See here. I need to find a price for it.
Like a couple
I
silver.
don't know. I thought Maddie said they were getting it for free, so I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh no, you did say that. The child did say that.
Plus
Child-
taxes. Plus taxes, so like a couple
Taxes,
silver.
alright.
What are taxes on free? I don't know.
Silver? Copper?
And
Copper.
you see her, and she kind of like leans forward, and she kind of goes, "Tom, what ring are we looking for? What screams, Tom?"
You know, a long time ago, I was cooking and I dropped the knife and it kind of like fell through my pinky toe. I really miss that toe.
I
I
don't.
wonder if there's one to like grow it back.
And the person behind it goes, "I believe we have a ring of regeneration." And Madeline puts a hand up, and she goes, "Wait, I need to kind of see the toe." I don't think it's rude. Please don't think it's rude. I just think it
You
sounds really
really?
gross and cool.
Fine. And I like put my foot on the
Yeah,
counter,
just
just plop, and I take off like my boot. And because of the minor illusion, I'm gonna make sure that my pinky toe
it's
is
all
like
gnarled and shit. And
yeah.
she goes, "Ugh, ugh." I'm gonna try to
Um,
make. She's like, "I'm gonna try to make the guy behind the counter throw up."
I'm gonna use the thaumaturgy
Stop.
to make it ranking smell, like just smelling like pure everything, just shit, vomit, the works.
And she's like, "Ugh, ugh." So as the three of them are dealing with this, Loki, what are you doing? As Thokk is thaumaturging a rank foot smell.
Well, hold on. In real life, my headphones are dying, so I have them plugged in. But that means I'm stuck to a 3-foot cable. So let me just adjust a little bit. Here I am.
Hard times.
Yeah, this is rough. This hurts
Hard
a little bit.
times.
Hard times. Okay. Fuck. Can I take this off? Anyway, so I'm waiting for that to get pulled off. I'm still kind of looking around to see if there's anything that I should be nervous of. or aware of, because I see that the shopkeep is a bit nervous with this little minx in here. So
Ragamuffin.
this ragamuffin, this vagabond. So with that, I'm looking around, seeing if he's doing anything because he's nervous, like a silent alarm, like a bank might have, for example.
Roll a perception to see if he's nervous because he thinks that they're gonna steal something, and he's gonna trigger an alarm.
Okay.
He's
Or
currently
something.
Smelling my feet.
Okay, you said investigation.
17.
17.
Reading the body language, the person does not seem like scared, but they seem intimidated.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, it's gonna be a lot of movement as I figure out how to do this. This is fine. Okay, intimidated.
You're gonna intimidate? Oh, he's
No, just processing the fact that he's intimidated. Okay. So I guess I'm just waiting for him to come out. Or like not come out, but pull out the ring, place it on, and then it's
he's like just moving the rings. He's like hunched over.
Okay. So it's like a singular counter at the back?
I'd say it's like an L shape, so you can see the other side of the display case, and then the one part goes to the wall, and then just L's. So they're over here by the bend, the first bend of the L, and then you have like a full kind of L that connects to the wall.
I'm just looking around then, seeing that he's just intimidated. That does give me a bit pause, and I would assume that it's the girl. I want to look around and see if there's what else is in there, or if there's anything else in there worth taking.
There's a bunch of magical items.
Cool, perfect. That's all I had to hear. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do anything. I can't
We have
cast
one job.
I can't cast anything.
Hey, what time is it?
8:08.
No, he's talking.
I know. So
I would say, what is it? It was
it's been like
around
20 minutes.
9:15. You guys got there, so I would say it's around maybe like 9:28, 9:29.
So the tech magic's about to go.
Yeah, I'm honestly just waiting for Thokk to pull the trigger on our plan.
And I'm just waiting to see the ring on the counter. I'm like, no, not that one.
Okay. And eventually there is a ring of regeneration, and the shopkeep goes, we're actually having a special on it, where usually it is 12,000 gold. It is actually marked down to 5.
5,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And it
actually
will completely regenerate your toe. If you could please just put your shoe back on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And I go
That'd
and
be
I put my
great.
shoe
That'd
back
be great.
on.
And Maddie goes, you're like dainty. You're like flexible. Were you a ballerina?
No, I just stretch
could
a
be.
lot. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
And no, that's great. That's amazing. And I cast banishment on the man.
Okay.
I need him to make a saving throw.
It's a con save, correct?
I have to check. I think it's correct.
Perhaps on both of them.
Oh, I don't know.
On both of them?
I think she's on our side.
I
though.
don't
Like,
know. I'm just nervous.
She rolled, or the shopkeep rolled a nat 2.
Charisma is what it is.
They rolled a nat 2.
Okay. Well, the shopkeep is banished for the next minute.
She goes, oh,
Shit. What'd you do?
what did I do? You did the hand thing. You banished him.
What?
Really
Hand
nice
thing?
spell.
There was a bug or something.
A bug?
Yeah, and if there's like any like cloth or scarves or anything I can see.
There's like shit around that you could see. I guess they're like scarves.
Whatever it is, anything that's
45,
fabric, I want it to
44.
wrap around her eyes to blind her.
Okay, you're gonna try to strong arm a child. Got it. Um,
38,
She can drink.
37.
so go ahead and roll opposing strength checks.
Ooh. Oh my god. D&D Beyond. Thank you. 20, dirty 20.
So you wrap it around, and instead of like immediately trying to take it off, she just looks exasperated. You just see her shoulders go like this, and she goes, "Why is there a scarf around my head?"
I must be a magical scarf. I'm waiting for Loki.
Yeah, with that, Loki will grab the Ring of Regeneration and
Okay.
grab the cubic door. Why not? So he's got both of those, and then he will.
Loki, before that, when you grab the cubic gate, I need you to make a con save.
Shit. Let me roll it. You said con save.
Con save.
That would be 24.
Okay. So, Thokk, you see a shimmer, and you actually see Loki like nothing for a second as he touches the gate, and then you don't see Loki, and you don't see the gate. And Maddie goes again, and you just see her, and she sighs, and she's like, "Can I get this off my face now?"
Yeah, let me try to help you. I don't know what's wrong with the scarf.
And she looks unamused, and she's just looking at you, and she goes, hard cut. Loki, you are falling, it feels like, in a ethereal plane of just nothingness. And before long, you start feeling humidity and heat and like the sun. And eventually...
Oh my god, he's going to hell.
Yeah, he's going to hell finally. No, you're kind of just surrounded by plumage and flowers and trees as you see this massive, like, it looks like it's an arcane wooden, like, made out of branches and leaves and shit throne. And you kind of, like, open one eye, you open the other eye, and sitting in the throne, you see your new friend, Maddie, as she sits there and she's like, "You put a scarf on my head."
I didn't do anything. Thokk did it. I just instructed him to do it, which
and
is...
his name isn't Tom.
Fuck!
Oh,
That's his middle name. His name's really Tom.
You're lying. She's like pointing at you. You're full of shit.
Look, it was so shiny. Why were you in there? You were going to take it. Well, you're here. I guess you did take it. Well, you didn't take
Why
it.
would I want to take something that's mine? I was
Yeah, I know. You're what?
I was selling it.
Oh, you're
It's mine.
Is that a consignment shop?
No, I own the shop. I own the baby Gorgon. That's mine.
Oh. Huh. Well, you can have the door back.
Wait, the door?
Gate. Whatever.
Oh, the gate. Yeah, no, that... Ugh. This gate was weird. Me and my brothers used it to plane hop when we were much younger, and I may or may lost one of my brothers for about 2 years. But he liked it. He really liked being on that island.
Which island?
It was like an island of just like palm trees, and there was a lot of like reptiles and wildlife. Like, my brother thinks he's a dinosaur. Okay, so it's fine.
Does he think he's a dinosaur, or is he actually a dinosaur?
I don't want to get into it.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm very interested in your story.
Go ahead and roll a history check as she's saying this. Look at Mike.
History check. Where the fuck is H? I got an 8.
Do it at advantage.
Okay. I got an 18.
Okay. With your 18, you remember very long time ago, around the time Thor disappeared, he was telling you about some fucking mission he had to go on to. Where he was in charge of the children of this god, Melora, who's like this nature goddess. And he mentioned that there is one in particular of the 3 kids that thought he was a dinosaur.
Oh. Now Josh is starting to remember some of the things you said.
And you know these kids, they were born mortal, but they were direct lineages of Melora. They were the children of Melora, where the three of them represented three different seasons, where you would assume Maddie was possibly spring.
Oh.
Don't act like you remember me,
I
Loki.
I do. My brother helped
I see the
you.
stupid face.
Oh yeah, it's still there. My brother remembers you too. He helped you. Your springtime.
She's just once again exasperated.
Because you're so full of life and blooming.
Boys are so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Loki. Well, let me cut you a deal. Give me the gate. Give me the gate.
Can I? Okay. Can I toss it?
Tosses it over, and you see her, and it's almost like a Rubik's Cube. She starts putting it together, and she's like, okay. So, here's the deal. Because you tried stealing from me, I'm not gonna kill you. Which I know that you're doing like the whole like, haha, it's a kid. No, I gotcha. We're actually in the Feywild right now. This is what this is. We're not on your material plane.
Yeah, I noticed the
This is
runes.
the room. Right. So we are gonna have 4 one-use buttons. 1, back to the Feywild. And you can visit me, and I'm more than happy to always bring you back to the material plane. This one, because there's nothing left of it now anyway. We'll say, and you see her, and she traces over Asgard. That way you can go back home and at least see what was once that very proud kingdom. And she turns it over again, and she goes, I'm sure you're probably like homesick, so this one's going to be Jotunheim. And then this 4th one's like a wild card. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And you see her, and she kind of like licks her thumb, and she brushes up, and she goes, the random button is literally random, so I don't even know if we're going to go with that, but could be cool.
I do love a surprise from time
Me
to time.
too. Hopefully it's not like the water plane, because you'll drown.
Yeah. So how do I get back from those?
Oh, you just press the button twice, and then you'll go back to the material plane. But like I said, one use, you kind of burn them.
Is it one use back to the material plane as well?
No. So it is, no, it's not like you go here and then you only get to go back to the material plane once. It's a one use, one-way trip. Roundabout trip.
Okay. I like that. Sounds good.
Well, and she looks at you and she goes, well, if you would have passed the teleportation crystal, just so you know, this wouldn't have worked.
Oh, you mean the runes on the door?
No, I mean the gate just wouldn't have worked. I have all my things landlocked. When it goes through that gate and goes through that door, unless you paid for it, it's not going to work.
All of it. All
Correct.
the things. Oh,
The ring.
yeah. Can you fix that?
And she kind of puts her hand out for you to toss it over to her.
Okay. Well, here you go. It's for a good cause,
And
and
she
I'll bring it
fix it.
back eventually, if you'd like.
Is the toe thing like a real thing? Well, no, I know it wasn't a real thing. You haven't lived until you've actually seen like a 7-foot like half orc put his foot on a table. It's hilarious.
Why have you seen so many more things than me?
Loki, we've been through this. You probably don't listen because you're you.
Yes, I
better
know
than-
I'm wonderful, but why have you seen more things than I have?
Because I'm better than you.
No. Well, I don't.
Whose
I'm not
domain
going to hear
are we
that.
in? Are we in the ice palace right now? Ooh.
In my mind, I am. It's so cold,
That's sad.
but I am shivering.
And she looks and she goes, all right, what are you looking to regenerate with it?
Someone I know has lost a body part, and I feel partially responsible.
Penis?
It's not. Is it better if it's a penis?
Depends on the penis.
Yes. A friend of mine has lost a very large penis. Like but not too big. It's like the perfect girth and length.
Like a Coke can?
Yeah, but like, but like a tall boy. Yeah.
Okay, like a White Claw can.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, minor details. And she goes, okay. Well, I mean, when I was with your friend, I did say we would get one thing free, so when you see her and she tosses it over to you.
Thank
Here's
you.
your freebie.
And the gate is...
Oh, you want to go back?
I would like to go back, yes. You're keeping the gate then.
No, I'm not keeping the gate. And she gets up and she looks at it very thoughtfully and places it in your hand gently, and she goes, it's nice to see you, Loki.
It's good to see you too. Have you ever thought about killing a god?
Which god?
A mean one, like one of war, perhaps.
And she kind of pushes you forward, and it's almost like a Doctor Strange thing where your body just ethereal pushes out. And Thokk, you are still in the baby Gorgon, and it's been maybe like 3 seconds, and you see Maddie, and she goes, I gotta get your friends. And you see the scarf just plop. And then as soon as the scarf plops,
I killed her.
Loki ricochets out of nowhere and slams into the back of a wall of the baby Gorgon, breaking whatever shelf was behind him.
Fuck, what the fuck? Look, let's go. Let's go. We gotta...
Are you not going to ask me if I'm okay or where I've been?
Okay, the man is about to come back.
Oh,
and,
he's
like,
nothing.
vanish. We have to, like, get out of here. Like, that wasn't part of the plan.
Oh, the plan. Maddie wasn't part of the plan.
No, but I'm winging it. Like,
Oh my god, take a breath, Thokk.
15 seconds.
Maddie owns the shop. Have you not figured that out yet?
What? No, I thought I killed her with a fucking scarf.
They didn't. No. I went to another plane with a lot of flowers and branches and everything. We had a very nice talk. We caught up, and she gave us these. And I held up both the ring and the cubic gate. Not like this. I'm just tethered to my desk.
Sure. While you're doing that and while you're talking, you hear a pop and immediate just screaming like, ah!
I cast
car
calm
with the
emotions.
guy's back. Silence?
Calm emotions.
Oh, calm emotion. He's like, get out.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Yes.
Goodbye. And
Bye.
we start to walk out.
Bye. And
Okay,
I
we
would
need to
say
hurry the fuck up because we need to meet up with your brother in.
it's about like 9:45ish as you guys
Yeah,
start
15
fucking
minutes.
booking.
Okay. I reach out and say, grab on.
I grab on.
And I cast Dimension Door to just
Okay.
jump us 500 feet in the direction of the tree. Or of... Alder, what's your parents' name? Not Lyndon.
Eliaris.
Eliaris. Toward the Eliaris estate.
Okay. And while you're doing that, just because I think it's funny for me, there's like a beat in the shop, and Maddie just kind of walks out of like some kind of her own kind of dimension door, and she goes, they're really nice guys. You really crack under pressure. This was a terrible test for me. You're fired. No.
No!
Like, pack your shit. Get done. No! Back
Get
to the
out.
plane. So there's some time passing. So while the whole heist is going on, Thor, you are, I would say, back to the tree where eventually you see, after maybe like 10 minutes or so, you see Alder and Ivan in a very tight leather costume coming up, and he goes, that look. Wah.
You look like you haven't missed a day.
That is kind for you to say, and I appreciate your modesty and you lying to me.
I mean, you look effective, and that is all that matters. Isn't that right?
Correct. So this is nice tree. This is and he looks over at you all. That this is your tree. You plant tree.
Well, I mean, this is my family's property.
Do I get to meet your fam? I haven't met them Are they going to be weirded out that I'm a one-armed man, or are they cool like
mean,
that?
See, what's going to be more uncomfortable for them, being with a one-armed man or a god?
Oh
Don't
yeah,
forget
that
the
part.
werewolves. That is me.
We'll keep that hush hush for right now. I don't think that's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I've seen some weird shit at this point. So, anyways, Ian, what time is it?
Right
Well,
now,
we're
I
waiting
would
at
say
the
for
tree.
you guys, it's like 9:30.
Yeah, we could run up to the house real quick. Give a peek.
Love to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
the people that you came from. You know,
Yes.
be nice.
I would also like to see your father's testicles.
No,
Just
I
it's
don't.
better to not say things like that.
You're so uncomfortable. It is human body. Just be like cool with it, man. Be young. Have fun. Tap you in the
Ivan.
chest.
There's just
Yes.
a lot. These you know how you and we spoke at the careful river, and we were like, yeah, no, skin is skin. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
These elven born individuals are not quite that level, so we've got to tone it down just a smidge.
Like 8, 7.
Let's
So
go
like a-
4.
Probably
Oh,
2.
that is more than smidge, but okay, do for you. Law, I would like this long.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, yeah, let's go. At least see who's home. I'm not sure.
As you go through the garden, you do see your brother Luz, who is the kind of meeker of the two twins, and you see him, and he's kind of sketching in a notebook, and looks up, and he goes, "Oh, hey, Alder. Sorry," and he puts like a little scarf, and he goes, "Allergies, noses stuffed." "Oh, I see you brought friends. You're gonna be visiting? I'll let Mom know. I can let her know that you're here."
I mean, we could go try and find her real quick. Unfortunately, we're only going to be here for about 30 minutes or so before we have to leave again. You know, told you before, saving the world kind of stuff. This is Ivan, and Luz, this is Thor.
And he kind of looks at you both, and he puts out his right hand for you to shake Thor.
Oh yeah, I'll shake his hand. Nice to meet you. Luz, was it?
Just Luz. Yep.
Luz. Oh yes. Very nice to meet you. You look kind of like Alder.
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
He's good
Nope.
at those.
Nope. That's a 3.
The only difference is he's got horns.
Kid looks like a damn tree.
No, he's
Knew it.
not the one that looks like a tree. That's Drell.
Kid looks like a
He's-
damn bush.
He's the one who has the ram.
All elves look the same, or something like that. You know.
That's a little racist.
Well, if you guys want to come in, I think Mom is making breakfast, or at least something warm to drink.
Is it
Yeah.
is it a grab and go breakfast? And can I eat it with only one arm?
I think you can eat it with one arm. I mean, you could just stay for like tea. You said you have to go in 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can see if we can put something on for you guys. I'm sure Mom would really like to see you, Alder.
Yeah, no, that's why I said we want to run in. We got in last night, have a lot of things that we have to try and accomplish, and got more information of more things that need to be accomplished. So that's why, unfortunately, we can't stay. But yeah, let's head inside real quick so that way we can say hi to the family.
Oh, okay. And he starts walking, and he goes, "Oh, did you see Danny?"
Yeah, we did see Danny yesterday.
Oh, cool. I'm sure he's like drinking tea right now with us. So yeah, you guys can see each other.
Good. That's gonna be real good. I'm glad to see Danny again.
He looked like really happy. Like he came around about an hour ago.
Oh, Danny boy.
He said something about fixing the pipes.
Yeah, I don't want to know what euphemism that means.
And Ivan just kind of looks at you, Thor, and just goes,
See? The 4. That was great. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I am very subtle. Means plowing his mother.
Yes.
And
No, the subtlety's gone now.
The two
And I'm
arms.
going to go ahead and take a quick little shot at Ivan, where his fat's rolling out from underneath his arm.
And he looks down and he goes, "All right, you don't need to take it out on me."
Luz, lead, please. Lead the way. I promise we'll be on better behavior than we are currently.
And he you can see him kind of like smile under his scarf, and he goes, "Don't worry. Just maybe when my dad is around, don't talk like that, because he's, well, Alder, I'm sure you told him. Dad is bad."
Oh, an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've heard. We've heard.
I mean,
It's okay. My dad's an asshole too. It's not a big deal.
I would just say if I had like a lump of coal and I like put it in my dad's butt, it would come out of a diamond in about like an hour. Was that a good joke?
That is an
That was a-
analogy right there.
That was a great joke.
Evan goes, he has a very powerful rectum.
Ivan, you just maybe stay here and guard the barrel of alcohol.
It's a lot
I
of
can
pressure.
I will be on better behavior. Okay, I'll be less literal. It is called human body. Everyone has rectum. Okay. Now that we have that out of way, please, Luce, lead the way. So, Thor, you go into the kind of like the back way through the Iliaris mansion, and it is just massive. Gives you kind of Asgard vibes if it was more industrial, where it's a lot of just stained glasses and brick. It seems like it's a very old mansion. There are metal inlays that are in there, but it isn't kind of like where the city where everything is made to look like metal.
Not quite the place I envisioned you living, Alder.
Oh, you also have to keep in mind that I was exiled from here for about 100 years because this wasn't really my scene. So pretty much everything that you see here is kind of the opposite of what I want it to be.
Yeah, I got that vibe pretty quickly, like when we walked in.
Yeah, the fact that they've preserved my grandfather's garden as much as they have brings me some peace. So there's that.
And Luz kind of goes, "Oh, Joe loves the garden. He wouldn't let anything happen to it."
Which is good.
Sorry, Dro?
Oh, my brother.
My other brother.
We're twins.
Okay, alright. Cool. And
Um,
once Luz like faces forward, I'm gonna look at Alder and just be like,
What are we whispering about?
I was
Nothing,
I was
Ivan.
just moving my lips, flapping my gums, if you will.
Do you have teeth? How are you flapping gums? So as you guys are
Nice little.
walking, eventually, Donner, you see a very where Alder, you look about like 23, 24, just from your aging and just how elves age very slowly. I would
Mhm.
say, Donner, you see, or Donner, wow, Thor, you see
throwback.
yeah, big throwback. You see a very poised, very beautiful elf woman. She can't be older than, I would say, maybe like 27 or 20. As you see her eyes immediately light up as she sees Luz and Alder and... Oh no, I lost Mike.
It's
None of us
okay.
see
That's
Alder.
why I'm. Yeah.
I-
Sorry about that. My browser screens and computer screens just went completely white. So
Okay.
I don't know what's going on right now, but good thing I'm on my phone.
Yay!
Hooray!
So, Alder, your mother outstretches her arms to you as she slowly walks towards you, because she misses her son.
And of course, I reach out to give my mother a hug and embrace.
And she cradles your head, and Luz goes, "Let's go in the kitchen. We'll sit down. I'll make tea. I'm sure they got catching up to do. Ivan goes.
Good to see you, mother.
Sure. Yeah, tea. And Thor's just kind of staring, trying to kind of figure out how Alder came from this woman.
While they're
And
in
then
you're in the hallway.
Yeah,
Ivan
literally
kind
just
of,
like
leans over. He
You
goes,
just see his stump and his arm and his head just kind of sticking out from the door frame.
just like, damn.
what?
It's like mother
You could
is
do that?
smoke show. So you're there with your mother, Alder, and she says, "Oh, I haven't heard from you. I couldn't see you for about 3 months. Are you okay?"
Oh, we were in a different plane of existence. We just got back. And we got here last night. And things are not great. So unfortunately I can't be here long. And I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to at least pop in and say hi and obviously express my, thanks to Father for his assistance in helping us try and save the world. The one with me missing the arm, that's Thor. The
Oh,
god of
that's the.
thunder. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. He's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, right?
I thought he'd be
Um,
like 7 foot, 8 foot, like. Ah.
No, he's like a regular
Normal?
person.
Wow.
Crazy. But yeah, he's still very, very he's strong and Thor, stop staring. I see you.
And she
What?
kind of looks
No,
over.
what? And I
She puts her hand and she kind of just waves a little at you.
hi. And that's just run away.
Bye. And you see like a little smirk, and she goes, "She acts like Danny," or he acts like Danny.
God, is Danny here?
And she looks at you and she goes, "Of course, Danny's here."
Okay, all right. Well, we saw him last night. Everyone got to get a full dose of Danny. So that was entertaining. It was good to see him as well. How have things been going here?
It's been good, very quiet. Your father has been working and making sure that your project is going well. And meanwhile, he has bought the plot of lands where Ashford's was, and he's building a new building there. So just such a bore. Please. And she kind of guides you over to the kitchen, and she goes, "You are in a different plane." But what? What? As eventually all of you are kind of sit around the table, and Danny is already there, and he is currently eating toast, and he's like, "Hey, Luce." "Oh shit, it's the guys." "No, we're like friends now." And Luce is like, "That's great, Danny." He goes, "No, I'm friends with the guys now."
God damn it.
But eventually, as you guys kind of get settled, eventually Alder and his mother reappear, and Luz is kind of just standing next to the stove, and you hear some like little whispers between him and his mother before he sits down, and you see her starting to fix a pot of tea. And mother, there's no like leeway in, and so she just kind of goes, "So, Mr. Odinson, Alder tells me that you're Thor and you went to and you brought him to your home. How was that?"
Oh, it was terrible. I had an ex-girlfriend kind of mind control us for 3 months and use us as little puppets. So that was pretty terrible. My home has also been completely destroyed and ruined, and it's probably inevitable. But dealing with it every day.
And she places a cup in front of you, and she puts her right hand on your forearm, and she goes, "I'm so sorry about that. That must be awful." And she gives it like a slight squeeze to give you comfort, and goes back over to keep on fixing, and she goes, "Well, I'm happy that my son is in one piece, albeit a bit. Looks like he's missing a finger."
That's true. I am. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And 4
You
others.
actually, yeah, and 4 others, and a little bit more.
Yeah, just a
You
little.
know, not
bit
that
more.
noticeable.
You know, I've been self-conscious about it, so it's really nice for you to say that.
Anytime. And eventually she kind of sits, and you
I'll
all
look at Ivan and just be like, she's lying with me.
and Ivan's like, "Correct." And eventually the 5 or 6 of you are convening and just kind of making chit chat over tea as Loki, Thokk, you guys are beelining, right? And you're just dish, dish, and you're looking at the clock, and Thor, you see there is a makeshift clock. Both you and Alder are just looking at the time, and it's like 9:40, 9:48, 9:50, 9:52, 55.
At 9:57,
Okay.
within 100 feet, I can cause the wind to blow in any direction I want. I want the strongest gust of wind I can manage to blow away from the house.
Okay. So, Thokk, Loki, as you guys are going up, you're like, "We're gonna fucking make it. I need you both to make strength checks."
This is bullshit.
Baby back bullshit.
Strength check.
It's time.
12.
Oh God, where the hell are you going? Natural 20 for a 24.
So, Thokk, you both are fucking jamming, and Loki just, I don't know what happens. He kind of catches his foot, and you see him, like, in the shop just fly back.
Can I
As you're
like
just still beelining.
can I like reaction grab him?
Go ahead and make a dex check, see if you can catch him.
That's not great. Fuck, man on the tree. Thank you. 19.
You grab him by the fucking collar, and you just yank. As you guys, you hear a very loud, like vases and pottery just kind of breaking and clanging, as you guys have sprinted and landed into one of the gardens, and you see Alder's mother go, "Friends of yours?"
I would like to throw Loki as the clock strikes 10.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check. Where are you throwing them at?
Oh, like at their feet, like literally like 3, 2, 1, and chucking
So you're
it.
throwing him through the door that's closed where they're sitting, because you can see him in the window, or are you just throwing him through the window?
Don't throw him through the fucking window.
I'm
Do it
throwing
through the
him.
window.
What would
Through the
Thokk
window.
I'm throwing him through the window.
Okay,
Through
go
the
ahead and make
wall.
a strength check.
Oh my God. 18 plus 4, 22.
Like a fucking softball. Yes.
When Thokk grabbed me by the collar, I would have reached onto my back and grabbed my immovable rod.
Okay.
So when he throws me, did you have more to say,
Yeah.
Thokk? I don't want to get...
No.
Okay,
Not
so
at all.
as he throws me, it looks like I'm about to careen right into the window, and you see Thor just, ugh, and you see Alder like, no! And it's just before I get there, I do the thing with the immovable rod, and then pff, I'm just hanging there like a monkey.
So you press it, your body moves a little bit forward, and you actually kind of do like a run up and twist around where you're just kind of hanging there.
Oh, hey!
Do like a wall.
Looks like we just made it.
Feeling better?
Yes. I sawdusted my stomach, and now all the angry parts in my belly are gone.
And you see Alder's mother, and she kind of waves at the two of you.
Hello.
And you remember Thokk, Mom, and this is Loki.
Very nice to meet both of you.
Charmed. And Loki does like a little curtsy in the air.
She goes, yeah. She looks at you and she goes, "It's been lovely having you here, Alder."
It's been lovely too.
Go ahead, you're good.
I was gonna say, Wish we had more time, but I think with what we're about to embark on, there might be less time now, but hopefully more time in the future.
I mean, if you stayed here, there would be like way less time.
That's true. That's true. That's, yeah, good point. You know,
She gets up and she kisses your crown, like the top of your head, and she goes, "Just be safe."
we will do our best.
That's all.
And
I ask.
I'll extend a hand and just say, Mrs. Eliaris, thank you so much for the tea. Luce, thank you so much for the tea and your hospitality. We appreciate it. I will make
As you-
sure to bring
Sorry,
Alder back in one piece.
Sorry, as you extend, she actually comes in and she hugs you while you're talking.
Oh, okay. All right. She's a hugger. Got it. Danny, be good. And I'm going
always
to.
Whatever, pretty boy.
I'm going to go over to Luce,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna be like, so I've picked up something in my travels that I think you would like. It seems like you kind of miss having the ability to talk to your brother.
I do.
Now, it won't work when we're in other planes, but this, and I'll pull Ringo, my wondrous silver raven, out of out of the bag of holding, because I'm holding that for some reason.
Sure. It's a
And
fanny
I'll-
pack. You just unzip.
Right, I unzip and I put my hand in and I pull out Ringo,
Whoa.
and I'll say, this is a figurine of wondrous power. It's a raven, and it can deliver any message to anyone as long as they are within 24-hour radius of you. After 24 hours, it stops being a bird. It'll actually fly around. It'll stop that and just become a figure again. So I would say test it around the house first, and we'll let you know when we're in close range. And you guys can send some messages back and forth.
And you see him and he goes, "This is really special. Thank you,
His name's Ringo.
Ringo." Got it. Thank you, Thor, for Ringo.
Sure. You take care of him. I've got 2 ravens somewhere. They were my father's. So I have inherited them, and I'm passing this on to you. So maybe you give it to one of your kids when you have them, and it'll be great.
And he just kind of nods and he goes, "Sorry, I'm just not used to getting gifts. I appreciate it."
Cool.
Cool.
And I'll shoot another look at Danny and just do one of these.
And he goes, he does not back down. He doesn't give a fuck who you are. He's Danny fucking Dwarvito, baby.
Baby.
And Ivan does the old man grunt, and he just goes, "Ugh," as he gets up. Stretches out, then he goes, "Thank you, Mrs., for the lovely tea. You are a very lovely woman, and this is a very lovely home. Very good extension of the person that lives in it." She kind of looks and she goes, "That's very kind of you to say." He just smiles and starts walking out the door. And you see him, Thor, and he's just kind of tense as he's walking out the
You're
door.
doing so good. You're doing so good.
As
We're
you
almost
guys-
to the tree. You can be as vulgar as you want once you're on the island.
Okay. As all of you convene to the tree, to the island, you guys are all together again. Together again.
Together forever and ever.
At least for 3 weeks, and then we will separate. Well,
Okay, anything you guys are saying while you guys are around each other again?
Told you we'd make it by 10.
You did. You made it by 10. Let's get back to the island. I think we should split up.
Okay, let's get to the island. We'll discuss that real quick because we got to move. Okay, and I'm gonna perform transport via plants and get us over there real quick.
And you guys all kind of dive in, tumble in, and that warm double suns from the Iliaris and Falsera slowly shift into the cool kind of breeze that you have come accustomed to with the Isle of Storms as you exit the tree. And Ivan looks a little green, swallows, and then burps a little bit, and then looks over at you, Alder, and goes, "Why is your mom so fucking hot?"
I already get that from Danny all the damn time. I don't need that coming from you guys.
Well,
too.
don't have a hot mom. I'm just saying. I'm asking like serious
I
question.
chose it. You guys never
Okay.
say, "Oh, there's no real hot."
I mean,
just like
it
your
is
mom or anything
your-
like that. It's just, oh, you just got a hot mom.
I feel like you're upset about hot mom. My mother ugly. She was like old tag. No one wanted to come hang out at my house. I feel like everyone want to hang out at your house. Not only is it mansion, but mom is smoke show.
I mean, to be
This
fair, I did see your apartment, so.
Yeah. Now imagine that as a person. That is mother.
I get not wanting to hang out with that.
Yeah, you're good people, Alder.
Appreciate you, Ivan. Thank you.
Even though you are ashamed of your very smoking hot mother. And he's looking around the island. So we are on
Alright,
your
okay.
island.
Yeah, this is the island of the Storm Lord. We would have came out by the tree line, so I will start walking towards the temple, where I would assume Heracles is.
Mhm.
And once we get there, I'll look at Ivan and just be like, Heracles, could you please take Ivan and show him where he'll be staying? He is my guest, so just make sure he's in a good spot.
Because you will have to be wary. I do get bitey around certain times of the set. We'll discuss it while we walk. Thank you, Thor.
He's a werewolf. It's fine. And I'll,
Heracles goes, "Oh, cool." Shrugs. All right.
Sick.
I'm a fucking god.
and I'll turn around and look at Thokk, Loki, and Alder and just be like, I've been thinking a lot. You know, that's typically very dangerous for me,
Yeah, always.
but
Go on.
we have 3 different objectives. If we take our time, we might not be able to get all 3 if we travel together. If we split up and Thokk takes the horizon to go see the Raven Queen, and maybe you even message your friend to meet you there, you would have some backup.
I can do that.
Loki and I can go take the Wandering Rose, and we can go check out the fishing village, make sure everything's right there. And then we meet back at the forest that's making weird, shrieky, screamy noises. That way we knock out all 3 quicker than anticipated.
Is
I know
Alder
it's
coming
not
with me?
ideal. Yeah, you and Alder would go to the Raven Queen,
I was gonna say I'll just.
and
hop
maybe
off
your
on,
friend
alright.
meets you there. No, Alder, you go with Thokk. And Loki and I would go to this fishing village. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I mean, makes sense.
I mean, it's not like what we've been doing hasn't been dangerous as it is, so it's a little bit more danger by separating our powers, I guess.
And if there is anyone an expert of life and death, and I mean, out of all of us, I feel like I've died the most. So
Yeah, well, I guess let's prepare ourselves, because we have to go figure out this whole Raven Queen situation. Hopefully you can, tonight or whatever, before we ship off, hopefully you can maybe get in touch with your guy and See if he knows anything that's going on.
See if he can meet you. See if you can make an ally out of him. We're gonna have a fight here.
We're talking.
There's some people I want to reach out to.
Good to have friends. I got Danny, and I'm sorry, but he's not even worth bringing into a battle.
He's a monk.
I mean, he could be. If he fights for anyone to save your mother, he'll be a crazy good warrior. So
I hate that you brought that up because I know that you're right. Well, I don't want to believe it.
Alder, also, don't forget you have your gloves of swimming and climbing. I don't know if you added that to your inventory. Yeah, but I gave those to you last session.
I believe I did, yeah.
Okay. And I'll look at Loki. Do you want to do this with me? Or would you rather go with Alder or Thokk?
I think we have much to catch up on. I would be honored to do this with you. Also, Madeline of Melora is not going to be an ally.
What did you do?
No, she's just not interested.
I am going.
The last time I saw Maddie... Go ahead, Alder.
No, you go ahead. Yours is more important.
The last time I saw Maddie, I saved her and her brother's lives, and you're telling me that she wouldn't be our ally.
Yeah, she said it wasn't interesting enough. I mean, I can talk to
Okay.
her again. Maybe she needs to see your face, but just letting you know, don't count on the children of Melora.
I know for a fact Spike would come.
Okay, don't count
other
on
one-
Maddie
I
or the dinosaur.
the other one I'm not sure about, but him and I did not get along great. Mostly because he kept screaming that he was a dinosaur, and he wasn't until he was, and that was weird.
Well, maybe you should have listened to him, and then he'd like you. If you just believed his truth.
Loki. Tell me a truth, and I will believe it.
He was a dinosaur.
He was not a dinosaur.
Yeah, but he
was a
became
little boy.
But yeah, but he was a dinosaur after that.
I will talk to Maddie. I will take care of the children of Melora. Don't you worry. I'm sure you've got some frozen ice friends on Jotunheim.
Yeah, they're not snowmen. In case you were wondering if I made my friends myself, they're real.
Totally real. They just don't go here.
Yeah, they go to a different plane.
I got that.
Yeah, Jotunheim.
I've got some people I can talk to, though. All jokes aside. We will not be without an army.
If anything, Creed will be a valuable ally as well.
That's right.
And then, just before we piss off, to get rest before we embark on whatever we're about to do, I just want to pull Thor and Loki aside.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just, so be like, I'll be right back, Thokk, before we figure out what we're doing. And
I would look at Thokk. Oh wait, wasn't Tibrin with you guys?
Oh,
Has Tibrin
yeah,
just
he
been a
was.
fly
I would
on the
say-
wall this whole time? Okay,
yes, he
cool,
was a
cool,
fly
cool.
on the wall. Tibrin was with you guys.
Right.
good. He made
No,
it.
he's
All
still
right.
stuck in Pulsar.
Fuck.
Guys,
I would
thought we said we were
assume
leaving at
that
11.
I would assume that Alder would have given Loki and I some eyes to come talk, and I'll look at Thokk and Tibrin and just be like, would you guys mind horribly if you made sure the ship is ready to disembark? I don't know what kind of condition it's in after the trip from Valoria, so if you guys need supplies or anything,
I'll check
make
on
sure
what's
that we're ready. Just
Yeah.
perfect.
I look at Tiber and I'm like,
Alder,
race you.
He goes, "You're not."
Love you, babe.
And immediately just starts running.
Nah, bitch, and I trip him and keep running.
Fuck.
So Loki, since he can't grab Thokk before he runs away, just casts a quick minor illusion into his head and just says, "Thokk, thank you. Thank you." I think you're muted.
I'll just keep running, but I'll like throw a thumbs up in the air as I keep running.
Don't you
gonna
forget
say-
about me.
And keep trying and keep trying to trip to run.
Just fall, bitch.
Shoot the leg.
Alder, what can we do for you, sir?
I mean, the thing that's going to be the most difficult about this separating is that, for the most part, when we're talking about everything that's going on and what we're trying to take care of, because of the whole Manu situation, we've been keeping Thokk in the dark about a lot of things. What if it's just the two of us on the road? Obviously, we'll be communicating with you and whatnot, but what's the game plan here as far as what to keep him in the know about, what to inform him on? Like, I know we haven't seen Manu in a while, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
And I'm gonna look at Loki and Alder and just be like, I also haven't seen Manu in a while. I'm not sure there's much of Manu left. So, anything regarding the Four Horsemen, we keep to ourselves.
Okay.
And when Thokk can know, we tell him.
How?
Fair enough.
Oh, so the necklace can go to just specific people.
It's kind of like walkie-talkies. If you're in a certain range, but yeah, it can go to specific people.
Okay. We will make sure to use the necklace with you, and from there, and I look over at Thor and say, use your judgment.
We trust you, Alder. You've been around quite some time now, so you know. It only gets more difficult from here.
Oh, I thought we got past all the hard stuff.
No, the hard stuff is just getting started, so.
Yeah, you can't see my face right now, but it's got a coy little smile. I know. We're about to be at the really separates the men from the boys kind of situation. So
Just be safe. Don't be afraid to run. There's no shame in running from a battle you can't win.
Yeah.
We need you alive, so.
Understood. Likewise. Don't lose another arm.
I don't know what I would do if I did.
I can help.
Probably just. I'm moving back and forth in my chair, but like not moving anything. Like probably like a turtle.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I am going to go round up Valdana for us, Loki. I figure we will need a healer if Thokk is going with Alder, so I'm gonna go grab her. I will meet you on the Wandering Rose shortly.
Are we leaving tonight?
I think we need to leave as soon as we can.
Okay. Well, I will go find Ned.
You should also probably talk to Creed, see if your girlfriend is willing to lend us a ship. I've just kind of assumed this whole time that she would because she loves you or whatever. Or like really likes you, or I don't even know, but
Yeah, we're not putting labels on it.
yeah, she just like really enjoys spending time with you as your girlfriend, and
She likes you.
yeah.
Yeah, we have parts that like match up.
Yeah, no, and in your heart place as well. So I would just kind of assume that she would be okay with it.
The
Just
hot place located in the pants.
also that one. Just make sure that she's willing to travel with us for just a little bit longer.
I'm sure she will be. I'll speak with her soon. I think I think I owe Ned a little bit more right now. Plus, then I get to fly around, which is a lot of fun, and you never take me.
I will. I'll take you next time.
Okay, well,
when I can hold you, I'll take you.
Yeah, well, I've got Ned, so see if that's necessary. Maybe you lost your chance. I'm just kidding, brother. And he does like the double arm grab. You will be whole again. Alder.
Fly safe.
Hey. And like Loki walks away, just pretending to not be. Be safe out there.
Likewise.
And then he does a single hand on his shoulder and just tries to say as much as he can. It's like, hey, I know I gave you shit, but you matter.
I appreciate that, but like as soon as he's out of earshot, I'm just gonna look over to Thor and be like, is he normal? Like for a second?
Loki always has a way of surprising you. The surprise isn't always good or bad, but it's a surprise. So,
Take it.
but truly, Alder, be safe, be smart. You have to do that for you and Thokk. And just make sure you guys get out of there in one piece. We can't afford to lose anyone else before the battle for this plane. It's coming, so.
Yeah. Same for you. Be safe. Keep in touch. Just let us know. I mean, I'm not going to keep any secrets from you guys, so just I'll let you know what's going on. You let me know what's going on, and as long as it doesn't involve the apocalypse or Horsemen, I'll keep talking for him too. It's good to make sure that he's at least in the know as best as he can be about whatever the fuck we've got to do.
Well, Hugin is with Ashford and Dremel and Gilead. They are working on a map to figure out where Talos is. So,
Did they figure out anything of the beak mocking?
it was a constellation. It was a constellation.
Oh, star formations. That makes dots make sense.
Yeah, so once we have more information, I'll let you know. But
Okay.
Hugin is there, and they are working on the rocket as we speak. I saw it. So, just, yeah, stay alive. Meet Thokk's friend. Hopefully he's helpful. From everything Thokk has said, he seems like quite a precocious, agitated individual. So, just, I guess, mind your P's and Q's. We need his help, probably.
Fair enough. That can be done.
All right. And Thor's going to put out his arm for like a gladiator handshake.
Forearm.
Yeah.
And when I do that, I'll pull him in and I'll half hug on the shoulder.
And Thor will kind of give Alder a nod and just go out and see if it looks like any Asgardians have made it to the island and just kind of do a quick surveillance.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
18. That was an adventure.
Just like a quick scan, you don't see anyone in the Asgardian guard.
Okay. Then I will go in and I will try and go find Heracles and Ivan and just kind of be on my way.
Okay. And you say, your goodbyes and make sure that everything is lined up. Heracles is going to be obviously he's been taking care of the community, and Ivan has stated to you that he's going to be looking for a very far away cave that he's going to have Heracles chain up, so that way when he transforms, he can maintain. But everyone's kind of game. You eventually do find Valdana, and when you tell her that you're ready to go embark on another adventure and go to the harbor, you just see a smirk show up, and she says, "I'll get my sword."
Does Hercules give me my ring of protection?
He does.
Sweet. I'm gonna just pull Val to the side real quick and just be like, "I have a surprise for you."
Yeah.
And I'll hand over the Iron Stone of Protection.
And you're giving that to
Valdana.
Valdana, and she goes, "Huh? It's pretty. What is it?"
It's a stone of protection. It'll kind of like fly around your head once you like let it go, and it makes you a little harder to hit.
And you see her, and she slowly opens her hand and just slowly starts to revolve, and she goes, kind of smiles, and she looks at you, and she goes, punches you playfully in the arm. She goes,
All right.
"I'll go get my thanks. I appreciate this."
Of course. And I'll smile back. Keep us alive, all right?
That's what I do best.
I don't know. I've seen you fall down quite a few times, but it's fine.
So I've seen you fall down a few times. More than a few times. Every battle we've been in.
When you
And I
get
can clap. She's clapping as she's leaving.
rude,
Very rude.
and I'll call after her, and I'll just say, "I have news for you. Now's not the time."
And she goes, "Okay. Well, when the time comes, you let me know."
And I'll just nod and let her go off.
Okay. And eventually, when she comes back, you guys head off to the ship. Loki, are you saying anything in particular to Creed, or do we want to fast track it?
I'll say fast track it. It's late.
Yeah. I just wanted to end the session while you guys are on the boats and you're pushing out.
Okay.
So essentially, you pitched to Creed, and you pitched to her that there's swashbuckler shit to do, and she's like, "Finally, I've been stuck on this fucking island for so long. Yes, please, let's get off the fucking island." And she is more than happy to leave, and it is so your party is Valdana, Loki, Thor, and with Captain Creed at the helm, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
and Ned.
And Ned. And Creed goes, "I don't know how I'm gonna fit that thing on him."
He just stays on top, and then he flies around, and then you let him inside the ship, and that's where he sleeps. So you just fit him. Like,
The ship is big, but it's not Ned big. Sorry, Ned.
Ned, you'll be nice, right? Yeah, that's Wyvern for yes.
I don't know if he fits through doors, but all right.
He can bring his arm wings in. Ethereal Alder voice. Yes. Look at that. Look at him trying so hard. Thank you, Ned. And I stroke his head. Ned's head.
Yeah, and she goes down. And she just rolls her eyes and she goes, "If you break my ship again, I'm taking the Wyvern.
No.
He likes me more."
Ned, did you bond with someone other than me?
And she goes, "You abandoned him for 3 months.
I
You
did not
picked up the pieces."
I did not abandon him. I had to go do things, and
And she's walking.
I gave him a tooth that I loved, and he loved it, and we're still close friends.
So, as that resolves, Thokk, Alder, your party is currently who? Thokk, Alder, Tibrin?
Sue. Listen.
Okay. With that, I will say, with the Horizon and the Wandering Rose both pushing off to their next destinations, we will end the session for tonight. Pat, take it away.
Woo.
We did it.
We
We
did
did it.
Ooh.
There was a mini heist that happened. There was some fun lore dumps. There was some fun real dumps by Ivan, probably. You know what happens when you drink too much? It just
Blech.
falls out. Josh, would you like to read some names from the chat?
Yeah. It's been so long, I forgot we do that. Okay. Thank you, us. Boss Sunday. Cool Dancing Duck.
Great name.
Saralna, I think. Reading's hard. And Shawarma Chameleon. Thanks for watching.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. We are off next week. Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate Christmas. I know I'll have family in town. I'm sure there's going to be some other individuals celebrating the holidays with their family and such. But we will be back the following week, the 28th.
Maybe?
Question
Maybe.
mark?
We haven't talked about that yet.
We'll leave it as a question mark.
We'll find out at the same
keep
time
an
as
eye
you all
out.
do.
On our social
Hashtag
media.
TBD.
I want
We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Wear your fucking mask, get your fucking booster shot, and we will see you guys all back here next time. Take it easy, everybody.
Goodbye.